Asmara, a city in Eritrea, bustled with life. The sun shone on colorful buildings. People walked and talked. In this city lived a camel named Sami. Sami was small, much smaller than other camels. Sami was a small camel who always dreamed big. He wanted to play with the big camel. He wanted to race across the vast desert and carry heavy loads just like them. Sami imagined himself leading the caravan, but the big camels laughed at his dreams. They found it amusing that such small camel had such big ambition. "You are too small, Sami," they said, dismissing him. Sami felt a deep sadness wash over him. He wished he was big and strong, capable of doing everything the larger camels could do. Sami's heart was full of longing. Suddenly the sky turned dark. The once bright and cheerful city of Asmara was now under a blanket of ominous clouds. The air grew heavy, and an eerie silence fell over the streets. A big storm came, bringing rain and wind. The wind howled through the buildings, and the rain poured down in torrents, flooding the streets and making it difficult to see. The big camels were scared. They had never experienced such a fierce storm before. Their eyes widened with fear as the wind whipped around them. They dropped the supplies and ran away. The precious goods meant for the festival were scattered across the ground, quickly getting soaked by the relentless rain. The people of Asmara were worried. They had been looking forward to the festival for months, and now it seemed like all their preparations were in vain. Without the supplies, the festival would be ruined. The decorations, the food, everything was at risk of being destroyed by the storm. Sami saw their worried faces. He could feel the weight of their disappointment and fear. The festival was a symbol of hope and joy for the community. He knew he had to do something. Despite the raging storm, Sami felt a surge of determination. He couldn't let the festival be ruined. He might be small, but he was brave. Sami took a deep breath, steeling himself against the wind and rain. He knew the path ahead would be challenging. Sami decided to deliver the supplies himself. With a heart full of courage, he set out into the storm, determined to save the festival and bring back the smiles to the faces of his fellow townspeople. The wind howled and the rain poured, but Sami kept going. The desert was unforgiving, with sand whipping around him and the rain soaking his fur. Yet, Sami's spirit was unyielding. He knew he had a mission to complete and nothing could deter him. He held his head high and marched through the storm. Each step was a testament to his bravery. The storm seemed endless, but Sami's determination was stronger. He remembered the faces of the people depending on him, and that gave him the strength to push forward. The people of Asmara saw him. They watched in awe as Sami battled the elements. His silhouette against the stormy backdrop was a beacon of hope. They whispered among themselves, marveling at the courage of the little camel. They cheered for the brave little camel. Their cheers were not just for his bravery, but for the hope he brought with him. Sami's journey was more than just a trek through the desert. It was a symbol of resilience and hope for the entire village. Finally, Sami reached the festival grounds. The sight of the colorful tents and the sound of joyous music filled the air. Sami felt a surge of relief and pride. He had made it despite all the odds. He delivered the supplies, wet but safe. Everyone cheered. The villagers rushed to greet him, their faces alight with gratitude. Sami's heart swelled with pride as he saw the joy and relief in their eyes. They praised Sami for his courage and determination. Sami was a hero. The elders of the village spoke of his bravery, and the children looked up to him with wide-eyed admiration. Sami had become a legend in their eyes. From that day on, Sami was known as the bravest camel in Asmara. His story was told and retold, inspiring many. Sami's journey had not only delivered supplies, but had also delivered a message of hope and courage. He learned that even the smallest can be the bravest. Sami's heart was as vast as the desert he had crossed, and his spirit as unyielding as the storms he had faced. Sami the hero had shown that true bravery comes from within,